Yes, people, welcome back to another content. This afternoon, we're going to do the transfer update.
I had to come to London because I couldn't find a job. But I don't intend to stay long if I make a few quick buck. It's cold up there in summer, it's like sitting inside a fridge. But I wish I was on the quayside, looking at the old town bridge. I'm coming home, Newcastle, I might as well have been in jail. I'd walk the streets all day, I'll need for a bottle of your own brown ale. I'm coming home, Newcastle, if you never win the club again. I'll brave the dark at St James's Park if the Gallagher end in the rain. I'm coming home. To be a Geordie.
Yes, people, welcome back to another video. John Sinclair TV back again. And if you like the video, please hit the like button. Please smash the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to super chat us, then click on the $sign. And also, if you'd like to become a member, then it's only 99p. And it's scrolling underneath, as you can see. Yeah, so big up to the real people in the chat, everyone in here, the DL Hawk, and yes, I know it's a quiet day because I know people want to get themselves out in the sunshine, and I think that is absolutely fantastic. I wish I could do it for a holiday, and I absolutely need it, absolutely seems. And I shan't go to the comments just yet because I only got a couple. So, yes, the early get on, the better. So we're going to talk about Fabian Schär. We're going to talk about the very latest on Sven Botman. There's been a bit of a twist there. And also the very latest on Newcastle as well. So it's been really quiet. So I know Andrew's in the chat as well, just sharing it about my content. Also Tom's in the building as well. I can never tell who's in the chat on the views as well, because I want to get more people, do you know what I mean? But saying all of that, it's just really enjoyable. But what I want to do as well, I really want to get some more viewers on my channel as well. I've got obviously I've got Maisie coming on Tuesday for the John and Maisie show. It'll be her last one before she goes on holiday for a couple of weeks. I've got a replacement. I mean, I wanted to come on, but I did promise the last call Nicola. She's also a United fan. She wants to come as well, which is fantastic. On 12 she wanted to come on. And yeah, so it's all good and go. It's all good and go. Had my MOT done today. And I was worried that basically it could fail, but it didn't. And I got past, but my number plate needs to be sorted out real quick, because if I get caught speed, which I don't think I will do, and you look at my number plates, then they're going to think, hold on a minute, we caught the car, but we don't know who the flipping driver, the name of the driver is, because of the number plates as well. So big up to that as well. So I'm going to go through the comments as well. Might as well. Big up to Tom. Big up to Andrew, my guy. And also the tune's great. And shared buddy. Thank you so much, Andrew B. And big up to Andrew D from America as well, South Carolina. Big up to you. And just waiting. So big up to you as well. See if that super chat does work, Andrew, because you seem to be having problems with it. I've looked at it and it hasn't gone through as yet. So that has not gone through, mate. So there you go. Big up to David Ferguson. Big up to David. Afternoon to John as well. Now, I want to talk about Fabian Schär. And look, he's been in a club since 2018. He's a Rafa Benitez signing. I think it's a fantastic player, him. I mean, he has his off days, I can't lie. Sometimes when he's good, he's very, very good. And where he's poor, he's very, very poor. I just can't lie. But big up to him, by the way. I think he's a decent player, decent centre-back. He's one of the ball player centre-backs we have at the club. And it's been a joy to watch. When he's on it, he's absolutely brilliant. And apparently, Eddie Howe wants to keep him on. His contract runs out at the end of the season. His contract got activated around the same time last season. So he couldn't leave anywhere. So Eddie Howe wants this guy to stay at Newcastle. And he's been brilliant. He's been absolutely fantastic under Eddie. I can't lie. I mean, he's just playing his best football of his career. And he's a ball player. He's a ball player, and he just doesn't hardly raise the pass. His passing ability is fantastic. I mean, that shot against Everton right at the end, where it was a goal down, was absolutely hopeless. I can't lie, but honestly, he could take penalties, he could take free kicks, and he's just joy to watch. If you go for his stats in his career, he started his career at Basel, 3 seasons there, 73 appearances, 9 goals. Then he moved on to Hoffenheim, and he had 2 seasons there, making 30 appearances and 1 goal. Then he moved on to Deportivo La Coruña, and didn't know how much it cost. He signed a 4-year deal at Deportivo for the Spanish club. I can't lie, it's on there. He's definitely signed a 4-year deal, and he have made 25 appearances and 2 goals. And then they got relegated. And then he came to Newcastle on a 3-year deal. The club, he had a release clause of just £3 million buyout clause, 3 million. And I can't lie, when we was after him, I thought, is he going to be good enough for Newcastle United? And I thought to myself, I'm not quite sure. And at the end of the day, listen, big up to him, by the way. I think he's been brilliant. I think he's been absolutely brilliant. And I'm a massive, massive fan of this guy. And it's been brilliant. So 3 million was fantastic piece of business by Rafa Benitez. And now he's the first teamer. And you look at the players that got Virgil van Dijk, 75 million. Ben White, or sometimes Ben Shite, 50 million. Right? We got the defence worth 16 million at the back. 16 million quid in our back line. I thought that's a brilliant piece of signings by Newcastle. And if you tell us what you think about Fabian Schar, does he deserve a new contract? For me, I'll give him a 2-year deal because I think he's absolutely brilliant. I mean, joy to watch, and he just gets better and better. The bad news is, though, he could be out injured. He's got like a strain injury, and he had to pull out for the Swiss national team, so which I'll come to in a minute. And I've got one from Tom as well. Fabian Schär is on Newcastle's radar. Would you sign him? He's posed to be a good goal machine in Germany. 100%, Tom. 100%. I'd take him now because he's got his career back on track. He had played for 2 clubs in Italy, Sampdoria and Roma as well. To tell you what, Roma paid a lot of money, by the way. They paid something like 36 million quid plus add-ons on top, which tallies up to around like 45 million quid. So he went to Leipzig on a season-long loan. Then Bayern Munich took him on for around 20 million quid, 25 million quid. And now they let him go if anyone pays 50 million quid for this guy. 6'3". That goal he scored at Hampton, I think was it against Scotland? I'm not sure. But what game it was, that was absolutely brilliant. What a fantastic goal that. And 50 million Bayern Leverkusen wants for him. They may just get that. People's going to say, yeah, but that's a lot of money. But listen, if you want a stellar striker, if you want an elite striker, you're going to have to pay for that money, yeah? You can't expect Bayern Leverkusen to sell him on the cheap, can you, really? You just can't. But hey, I think that represents a good piece of business. Or maybe you can just chuck Miguel Almiron into the deal as well. Do you know what I mean? 40 million plus him. You never know. So back on Fabian Schär, I mean, I'll give this guy a 2-year contract, 110%, because I think he's decent. 31 years old, experience. He knows the club, and I just think he's brilliant. I really do. Let's go on to comments off. And David, any news on Schär being fit? Well, he's pulled out the Swiss national team yet, but we just don't know any further news yet. But as soon as I know, I'll be doing a match preview against Tottenham this week, and we should certainly find out whether he's able to play in that game or not. If he doesn't play in that game, the Lascelles will definitely be in that team. I'm pretty sure. And I just go through the comments as well. And I'm going to big up to Brandon Turk. Welcome, Brandon. Do subscribe to my channel, mate. Big up, Johnny. Just click on subscribe, mate, because that's your first time being on my channel. So thank you for coming on. And I hope you enjoy more of my contents as well. And I've got Andrew as well. Excellent show yesterday. Talked about Italian football. Great small discussion. And thank you so much, Andrew, for your kind donation, mate. $10 US. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much indeed. That's the first super chat I had for weeks and weeks and weeks. And that is amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hit the likes and button, subscribe for the show. Big up to Tommy D. Thank you so much indeed. John, are you doing an England watch along later? For me, it has to be a no. And I'll tell you why I'm going to say a no. It's because I may not get enough viewers. That is the thing. There'll be so many people going to do the England watch along. I just don't know if I'm going to do it. But if you go on Twitter and spread it around, then I may just do it. But you just never, ever, ever know. We should see. And Andrew, thanks again for the donation. Shares one that I keep, but he goes through streaks of form. Given our centre backs and sensible spending, he is worth more to us than we can get for him. I totally agree. I mean, if he signs a 2-year deal, we could save millions in the transfer market, by the way. Yeah, I know Sharky, I spoke to him a couple of weeks ago when I met him in Newcastle outside the stadium. He said that he would not keep Schär. He would not keep it. He'd get rid of him because if you want to move forward, then you have to get better defenders, yeah, which is Sven Botman, which I'm going to talk about in a bit, yeah, because it's been a major twist, according to one of the reports, yeah. So we keep on to Fabian for now, and, 3 million, and he's an international. How many international players these days where you can spend 3 million on a player? You'd think it'd be worth minimum 20 million quid for an international player, but Rafa Benitez, credit to him, took advantage of the 3 million buyout clause. I mean, Deputy like a runner, absolutely foolish to keep him on, to insert that clause in the contract. Yeah, absolutely daft. Don't forget, we had those before. We put a 20 million release clause to Johan Kabay to Paris Saint-Germain, PSG. We insert a 30 million release clause into Josep Perez contract. Yeah, don't get us wrong. Wherever say Josep Perez these days, he's not in the team anymore. Has he been kidnapped? Not heard of him. The last time I looked, he's been sent off against West Ham for that crude tackle. There you go. So we have done some great piece of business, by the way, over the years. When you leave Newcastle to play for a better club, right, then let's be real, they haven't really been a success. But if you go through the names, Andy Carroll, right, we sold 35 million quid, yeah. Everyone's saying, oh, no, we're not going to replace him. He should have left. If we look back, we got a better deal. Johan Kabay left for PSG, hardly in the first team. I can't lie. Contract to Crystal Palace, right? On a free, yeah? And again, what's a success for both clubs, by the way? Even that penalty against us, by the way. So, yeah, listen, those players left, haven't really done it. Mathieu Debuchy, remember him? We bought him for 12 mil, sold him for 12 mil, goes to Arsenal, and his injury record at the Emirates has been absolutely appalling. He has not been the same player. So he goes back to France, plays for Bordeaux and Saint-Etienne. Yeah? We have bought some sold some players, make some money. Absolutely fantastic business. Love him or hate Ashley. I hate Ashley. I don't like hate. I don't want to use hate on my channel. But I don't like him, yeah? I think he's arrogant, yeah? But what he's done, right, make all sorts of money, then, yeah, makes money for himself. That's it. And big up to Ryan, by the way, from Canada, did a bit of research, and it seems like Milan won Botman. That's the replacement for Roman Nogli as left-footed centre-half and younger. Look, I'm going to talk about Botman in a bit, because according to reports, right, that Newcastle is still in for him, by the way, right? And the fees were agreed. But at the end of the day, right, Sven hasn't made us his mind up. But I think, in my opinion, I think he go to Milan. But I could well be wrong, because at the end of the day, anything could happen in transfers, anything could happen in football, yeah? I mean, Michael Owen, right, back in 2005, everyone says he's going to go to Liverpool, yeah? I thought, you know what? He ain't going to come to us. He'll go back to Liverpool, yeah? Because they must have got like a first option buyback clause sort of thing, so he could go back to Liverpool, yeah? But Rafa Benitez come out and said, we don't need him, yeah? So when I heard Michael Owen sign for Newcastle, I was just so elated because you need a world-class striker at the time. But unfortunately, his injury record at the time is just absolutely shocking. And when I look back on it, I thought it was completely waste of time. But hey-ho, what do I know? But that's a good point, Ryan. Also, if you can't get Botman, we should go for Ginter. He was a free agent at the end of the year and registered as a shot game in the Bundesliga. Could someone enlighten us? I think he plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach, right? And they're not having a good season, yeah? They're near low mid-table of the season, yeah? And if he's part of that problem, then that's not good. But he is a good player. He's a damn good player, good centre-back. Someone's been brought out from the back. I expect around 8 players out the door into summer, and then we will build a squad. I hope that's the case, Tom. I really hope that's the case, because we need players going to come in right now, right? Because these people, our new owners, want to be serious. They're going to come in and we want to be a major player. Yeah, I know people are saying, oh, I've got an elite mentality. I have got an elite mentality, yeah? But the thing is, I want us to do well. I want to go in there and make a statement, yeah? Just say, right, you know what? We're going to make noises here. Look at Chelsea. Chelsea, right, might get new owners. Yeah, they might not spend big, yeah? And it all depends on Tuchel. If Tuchel leaves, then that club's knackered. Let's be real. That club will not do much. Thomas Tuchel holds all the aces at the football club. He is a fantastic elite manager. Yeah. If he goes, then Chelsea could be in the wilderness the next couple of years. That's just only my opinion. Yeah. Because Tuchel has made that team great. Yeah. He's the one. He's the jewel in the crown at that football club. I can tell that right away. And let's have a look at other clubs. Tottenham. You don't know what's going to happen to Antonio Conte. What's going to happen to him? No one knows. If he gets backed, he'll stay. If he doesn't get backed, then he's going to say arrivederci to Spurs, yeah? And if he goes, then I could see Spurs lose a Harry Kane as well. But we should see. But if Newcastle spend well, get a world-class goalkeeper, get 2 quality top-class strikers, get maybe a left winger to help out ASM, and then if Target ain't going to stay, get a decent left back. So we should see. But I can't wait for the summer, people. I really can't wait. Big up to Andrew. Schär takes some big knocks and tends to play on, so he's a decent, durable. I tell you what, I agree with you there. I mean, he can put a good lad down, but he never gets defeated. Yeah. But bringing the ball out from the back is fantastic. It's dribbling out from the back. When he's on it, absolutely fantastic. He can bring the ball out 50 yards and make the game play. I think he's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Big up to Jules. Hope you're fine, mate. Thank you for coming on. And everyone saying hi to my guys from Norway. Big up to Niall. Hope you're fine, mate. And if Macy's about, I hope she's okay. But I do love her. And for me, I think she's a wonderful, wonderful podcaster. So anyone who haven't checked out Devils United, please get that one subscribe. It doesn't matter if you don't like United, still get her subscribe. She's my partner in crime. And when Wilson's back, do you expect Howe to play a 4-4-2 formation with Wilson Wood up front? I get a lot of questions about that, Tom. A lot of questions, yeah? That means Eddie will have to scrap the 4-3-3. But if you're going to play 4-4-2, who do you drop in midfield? Do you drop Joe Linton, Joe Willock, or John Joe Sheva, or even Bruno? That's a tough choice there. Tough choice. But I say keep it as it is. Just drop Wood and just play Wilson up front. Yeah? That's what you could do. I know it may work, it may not work. And we should buy Osimhen or Nunes and buy Sheik. So I tell you what, you're talking mega bucks. You're talking 200 million worth of strikers there, mate. Do you know what I mean? You got to keep them all happy, Jules. If you don't, then one of these guys aren't going to be happy at all whatsoever. Yeah? I think it's fantastic, but we're not Real Madrid yet. We're not the Galacticos yet. But maybe in about 20-year time, you never know, I'll be 72. And I'll still be doing this, yeah? I'll probably be off the sunset. There you go. Everyone saying hi to people. And let's have a look at this one. Tom, do you think Botman will come in the summer? Yeah, I'm going to touch on to Botman, right? According to reports, right? And they're saying that, the deal could be back on because obviously Milan, a month ago or so, that they came out and said they'd agreed a fee with Sven Botman for Lille for the player. And it'd be 30 million quid 30 million euros, that works out to be 27 million quid, right, on a 5-year deal. And Botman's wages is going to be on 3 million a season net. Now, according to Amanda Staveley, she said that the fee's been agreed. And I'm looking on Football 365, right? I'm just going to share the screen in just a few bits, yeah? Agreed and proceed. And I'm going to get this up as well, if you don't mind, people. I'm going to share the screen, sorry. And let's get this one up. And I'm going to share it with you guys right away. There we go. And according to Football 365, I read it out there. Newcastle are at the front of the queue for Sven Botman, ahead of potential summer move for Lille, according to reports. Botman was the Magpies' #1 defensive target in the winter transfer window, but were able to bring in the Netherlands on 21 international. They turned their attention to Fias Diego Carlos, but talks are brought down because of Brazilians, despite eagerness to move to St. James's. Yeah.
Next gen.
So I'll just take that out a second, people. And I'm going to get rid of that bit. Right. Thank you. And yeah, there you go. And according to Football Insider as well, they're claiming that we're going to beat Milan for services. Yeah. But the website also Magpies in pole position to sign Botman in the summer for around 30 million quid in the summer, even though he's agreed personal terms to AC Milan. Now, I'm going to knock that off a second, people, if you don't mind. Yeah. So one paper said that the fee's been agreed, right? But also he's agreed personal terms with AC Milan. So what do we believe? Who do you believe? Yeah. This can go either way, this. For what I see, I'll have a look at this, and I still think personally he'll go to Milan. And there are a lot of people's going to come here and say, "Oh, he's coming to us, yeah." But the Champions League, it's going to sway his decision, yeah. I'd love this guy to come to Newcastle. If he comes, then that'd be the end of Jamal Lascelles' career at Newcastle United. I really do. They would have 3 quality centre backs. Will be Dan Burn, Fabian Schär, and no other than Sven Botman if he decides to come. So anything can happen. I also think the wage is going to come down to it, but the Champions League is the big one. He wants to be playing Champions League football, unless he stays a little for one more season. Who knows? But would you take Sven Botman to Newcastle? I've done this before. I've done a content on him before. I'd love to see him come to Newcastle. I really will. But I think he's going to be touch and go. One thing I'm going to say, people, is we are going to stay up this season. Yes, the question is, will Sven come to us, or would he rather go to the fashion city of Milan? I've been there myself. It's a beautiful city, by the way. Things to do. It's a population of 10 million, and Newcastle's population is around about 500,000. So, listen, at the end of the day, it's a tough choice. But I think this is the one you need to hold fire. But I will keep an eye out on this, by the way, every day until some big news come on. I'd love to get Italian media come on my channel to tell us what's going on. Maybe James Horncastle will be absolutely brilliant. I would love to get him on, by the way. So, see what happens. But it's on the fence, that one. But I still think, in my opinion, he'll go to Milan. But if he comes to Newcastle, I'll be over the moon because we need young talent to come. I've heard that Newcastle will spend between 60 and 90 million pounds this summer, no more. If that comes to Luke Edwards, yeah, don't ignore him, yeah? Please ignore him, right? Because he gets a lot of things wrong, yeah? The takeover he got wrong, yeah? The spending power he's got wrong, yeah? At the end of the day, he's such a negative journalist, yeah? I'm sure he's a good person, but he's such a negative journalist, let's be real, because some of the times he does what he's talking about. But listen, I think you're just going to need to ignore him and just don't get yourself wound up, yeah? It's all clickbait on him, yeah? There's very few people, I believe. George Corkin will be one of them. Keith Downing, Pete Graves, yeah? Those are 3 I believe. Other than that, you can't believe someone like Luke Edwards, man. All he wants is people to bite. And I found that out very, very quickly, yeah? So I don't hardly tweet him. I don't want to block him, but I hardly tweet him. Because at the end of the day, I want to see what other journalists like to hear. So that's me. So we'll see about that one. I think we're going to spend about between 150, 200. We're going to be the biggest spenders in the summer. That's my opinion. Is Fabian Schär playing tonight against England? He's out, Tom. He's got a strain injury, mate. So he will not be playing tonight, mate. I'll be amazed. And big up to Toon Army. I'd love to get your first name, by the way. I hope you're okay. I see our owners are at the F1 Saudi. Wouldn't mind a car sponsoring us on our shirts next season, like Red Bull or Mercedes. Like, I tell you what, that'd be any kind of sponsorship from them, right? I take it all day long. All day long, people, because I think we really get it's going to be a multi-million deal. We're talking millions here, people. Yeah, millions. And on Saturday's Bournemouth without the Toon playing, it is, mate. Listen, at the end of the day, right, we played 3 games in a week, Cole, but the Everton match, we were very, very leggy against Everton, yeah, but it deserves a break. You know what I mean? I can understand people saying, oh, it's Bournemouth without the Toon playing, but at the end of the day, I hate international breaks, but these players need a break. They need a rest. It's as simple as that. So, listen, you've got to have a rest, get a bit of break, and then come back again fresh. Hopefully we win against Tottenham. And big up to Carl. Carl owns a letdown. He was a huge letdown, by the way. Big up to Callum as well. Hi to you, mate. Hope you're okay. Gladbach haven't had European football for a while, so we should be able to attract him. Yeah, I totally agree there, Ryan. I mean, look, we are looking for good defenders, very good defenders, all positions as well at Newcastle United, because we are the richest club in the world, and I can't understand why we should go out and get them. Yeah? I mean, you're talking about goalkeepers as well. I'd love to get either, like say, Jan Oblak. If we can get Jan Oblak at Newcastle, right? Kieran Trippier probably put a word in for them, or tempt Jan to come to Newcastle because he might fancy the Premier League. If he does that, that would be a hell of a coup. That could be the sign of the summer for us, yeah? Forget about the rest of the coming months. This guy would be absolutely huge. And if you don't get him, I'll go for Lafont as well for Nantes. He's played for Fiorentina. He's ready. The guy's ready now to come play for another league in Europe, hopefully for the Premier League. So, like I said, they got some good players at Borussia Mönchengladbach. You got, who plays there? Is it Alexander Play plays for them? And it's Thuram play for them. Is it Marcus Thuram? Something like that. One of the two. They're damn good players. That is the thing. I don't know what's going on with them this season, but losing their manager, Peter Bosch. Is it Peter Bosch? It might be him. Gone to Borussia Dortmund. It's a big, big loss. What about another youngish left-footed centre-back from Liga? Nayev Ogard. Never heard of him, mate. I've never heard of this guy. And like I said, hang on. Yeah, I have heard of him. He's a decent player, by the way. Decent player. And I think he should stay for one more year at his club. And Anthony, a statement signed for us in the summer, plays at Ajax, right? And yeah, he'd be absolutely fantastic. Then I've got Geordie Toon for life as well. We know, we know who he really wants, number 9, no other than Jonathan David or Johnny D. And Ryan said Conte leaving could be Tottenham's downfall. And if we're smart going forward, it would be one of the top 6 clubs then that we overtake. Yeah, we need to target these clubs. Tottenham, maybe it's Chelsea, maybe United. I mean, Eric Ten Hag is going to take over that club in the summer. I think that's a done deal there, to be honest. If he goes there, I think he'll do bits to United. I really, really do. As long as you get rid of those deadwood players at the club already. And I should be speaking to Macy on Tuesday when it comes. And Evans and JD9. And let's take a look at this one. And what happened to David Ryan? 1 goal in 15, isn't it? That is not good enough. That is poor. Absolutely poor. I'll be very, very worried if I spend 50 million quid on my money investment like that. Wow. Or maybe he's having a tough time. And Andrew said, we have to remember, the more we spend up front, the less we have to fork out for the back. I personally don't think we go crazy, so it will take a few names going around off the table. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. But you look at Man City, they splashed the cash. And it took them 3-4 seasons for them to win a title, yeah? And if you look at PSG, where they got taken over, they splashed the cash as well. on quality stellar players, yeah. But as for Newcastle, I mean, I don't mind spending the money, but it has to be on the right players, yeah. I'm not talking about Paul Pogba because for me, I will not go and get him. Don't want him. Don't want him in my club. I just don't want him, and I do not want Neymar neither. And BT said we can't put the race structure at the club as to upset the current players. Yeah, again, that is true. But if you top quality players just come, they make them better players than ones who already got. And don't know, man. Shouldn't score the other day, but he's 22, so hopefully it's the only goal drought he have. I got to get an ad blocker. Do you know what it is, mate? Right? I mean, someone needs to tell us about this ad blocker on Twitter, or just leave it in me Twitter, or leave it in me Facebook message as well, and tell us how to go about it. I shall have a look at it as well. And it's an ad blocker for my channel. Just let us know, mate. Yep. And just create very structure is so important. Otherwise, it creates a bad scrap morale. It has to be for the right one, for the right player. And according to Amanda, she's come out and she said that we was after this player, but she wanted to find out what this player is like. Apparently, he's fantastic. I don't know who he is, but when the references came back to her, she said that he's very, 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 very selfish. And she just said, no, not having that one at my club. Get away, away. So no chance. And we use our superior finances to bring Botman in. Amanda wants him. The problem is, Vince, does Botman want to come to Newcastle or does he want to choose Champions League? And I'm trying to be balanced here. Don't know what I mean. We've got a project, but Milan can offer Champions League and can still win Serie A this season. And Italy struggled to fill the grounds. There's no money in Italian football. So in my opinion, Botman will come to Newcastle. Yeah, but look at Tammy Abraham. He went to Roma. Yeah, 23 goals this season for Big Tammy. And they've still got some cracking players there at the club there. Do you know what I mean? You got Lautaro Martinez as well. Is he going to stay there next season? Yeah, it's all about the money. But I can see where you come from. Milan has got money. They have got money. And I'm sure that they will fork out 30 million euros for Sven Botman. But if we just sell the project, go one more push at him, then and just tell him about Italian football, the league I love, then you just never know. Things will happen at the very last minute. But that's a very good point there, mate. Very good point there. And at the end of the day, it's his choice. Does he want a title challenge or Champions League football project? That's a fair shout, Ryan. He talks a lot of sense, this kid, doesn't he? John, if you had access to it, watching African World Cup games, watch-alongs, and those games could be interesting. Lots of talented people don't tend to use. That's a good point. That's a fantastic point. Doing some African games, African Cup Nations. There's a lad called Douglas, right? Douglas Horn, I think it is. He does all the watch-alongs on African Cup Nations. He's the guy to ask because he's done a lot over the common games over the couple of weeks. He's been fantastic. And he got a lot of players there. But look, like I said, eventually I will try and do an African game. We'll definitely do an African World Cup games, especially the playoffs as well. So, yeah, if I can get that, I wouldn't say no to that as well. But I'm still thinking about doing the England watch-along against Switzerland as well. But if I can get enough viewers, that'd be fantastic. If I don't, then it's just pointless. I don't want to be doing it. It's just only 10 people watching. Do you know what I mean? There'd be so many people going to do the same thing. Because John loves Italy, he never thinks players should choose us in front of any Italian team. So if I said to you, right, that who's going to choose Spencer or Newcastle, they're going to come to Newcastle all day long. Newcastle, Hellas Verona, again, come to Newcastle. Yeah, I tell you what, talking of Hellas Verona, I take Giovanni Simeone. I take him all day long. And he's been absolutely fantastic. It'd be a lot of money, but I tell you what, I'll take him all day long. Even if it's backup, cool. Argentinian striker, he's having a stellar season at Hellas Verona. I think he's found the perfect club as well. Gets the service every single time. And if you do like the video, like what you see, people, then please give it a like. Hit the subscribe button as well. Also share. It helps the channel immensely. And if you'd like to donate or super chat like Andrew's done earlier on, then click on the $sign and just give what you want. And also, if you'd like to become a member, then click on the join button. 99p, that's all it is. And I just got a comment here from David as well on the Facebook. And definitely him and Burn are rock solid. That's according to the Defensive Partnership. Thanks for that on the Facebook, Dave. If you've got any messages on Facebook, then you're welcome to have a go as well. So let's go on to this one. Mercedes will take Newcastle into the fashion world. Oh, yes. If there's a last call Mercedes, boom. That'd be brilliant. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. And let's have a look at this one as well. Yeah, John Marcus, and the manager was Marco Rossi. Thank you so much for letting us know. That's the one. It's gone to Borussia Dortmund. And one thing for sure, our orders are going for quality players this summer. I have to agree with them, mate. We have to break the wage structure to lift the club and make a step change. Yeah, that's very true. But I'm not talking about $500,000 a week or 400 grand a week. Yeah, just enough to come and just to come at the club. I mean, you got to sell a project. Yeah, the P word, project. I never used to say that word. I used to hate that word, but now it's just project's a thing, absolute thing. So let's do it. If you want to buy the player, you gotta pay. You gotta pay for it. Simple as that. Yeah. And let's have a look at this one. More chances of John having 1 million subs tomorrow than Neymar coming to Newcastle. Oh yes. Neymar wouldn't even touch him if far enough. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even have him. There's no way. Absolutely no chance. Yeah. I'd rather sign Taylor Swift. At least she's got the talent. I can't lie. She's got more talent than Neymar. At least she's got the moves and bust the move by the way, people. Do you know what I mean? Or Beyonce. Do you know what I mean? Let's go with this one. Andrew D. I just think 8th to 10th is where we should look for next season. So I'd give one more season before spending big. I'd like to see some younger players to play behind the older ones. That's a good shout. Like, I don't mind having younger players. I think younger players are good. You know, just go and get the best young players you can. There are some good young players in Italy as well. Lautaro Martinez would be a dream signing as well. If you can't get Osherman, if you cannot get Nunez, go for Lautaro Martinez. Go for him. And if that means breaking the bank for this guy, do it. And as a professional player, you should know that if they can, the club will buy players at a higher rate and accept it, or you're a poor. Fair shout. Then in 2024, go for some big players. Once the foundation is laid, we still have a championship foundation as well. And Brains, what are you talking about? We get a player on 500k this summer, and that doesn't perform. Players are going to be mad because they're on ridiculous wages doing FA. Fair enough. I'm late. Brian, you're always late. Get yourself a clock, right? Set your reminder. If you go on my Twitter account, it says it's clear. Set your reminders, mate, and I'll do it in plenty of good time, mate. Yeah? Why is he late? Is his wife holding him back? Bless him. Bless him. And I'm here now, my guy. Do you know what it is, right? If he works for me, right, and he was late, he began so many disciplinaries. It is unbelievable, man. Unbelievable, Jeff, man. And it was all about getting the right team together on the day rather than bring in individual players that may not work out within a team. And on that question, right, I mean, who is this player that Amanda wanted, right? But she said that this player was selfish, so didn't pursue him. Who is that player? Because I don't know who it is. I really don't. Because she's on about him. Eddie wanted him. But it's all about the attitude. It's the attitude as well of the players. I mean, I don't want to play like a Paul Popper or a Neymar come to my club. I don't. Because the bottom line is, it upsets team morale. It upsets the team spirit. I don't want that for Newcastle United. I really don't. I don't want my football club being full of prima donnas. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Prima, I love to be prima. That means first. And if there's a good-looking lass called Donna, I'll date her. But the two together doesn't work for me. Nah, it is what it is. Why go to a team in the Champions League that won't win it? Surely the objective is to go to a team that can win the Champions League, even if it takes a few years early. The potential is at Newcastle. That's a good point. That's a really good point. Or maybe it's that time you want to go there, can improve that team. But are AC Milan ever going to win the Champions League? Probably not. Probably not. But time to change. I don't think any Italian club will win the Champions League for a long time. I just can't see that happening anytime soon. The best chance is Juve. I can't lie. And I'll watch. I'm big up to Ryan again. Hello, John, and thanks for your donation as well, mate. Kind donation £5. I really appreciate that. Hope you're okay, bud, because I haven't seen you for a couple of weeks, but good to see you back again. And let's go with this one. Thumbs up to Truls as well. Our squad will have to be stronger because in a couple of years' time, we'll be playing 3 games a week on a regular basis. So quality players are required along with good squad players. That's the Geordie team for life. That's a good point. You need a bigger squad. If you look at you've got a good first 11, I can't lie. But if you look at the second 11, they're okay, but they're not as good. So we need to get rid of the dead wood and bring in quality. And that's what we need to do in the summer. Because, again, like I said, many a time, these people want to be serious, and I've got effie fear for them. And we have to get to a few goals in midfield, so we need one more in there. That's some truths. Very cool. Still no Dan Ashworth to deal with the recruitment this summer. Where is he? What's going on? I think he's on gardening leave. Yeah, but if he left, you would have thought that he would have come to Newcastle by now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but I think the club needs to tell us. They need to tell us ASAP because we're just going to keep guessing what's going on. Hope you're good, Aston Swede. Great guy, Ryan. I like Ryan's a great guy. All good tools. Hope you all, mate. And it's Andrew as well. Either Everton players. I think a lot of people said Everton's going to go down this season. I really, really would. Just to get this comment here. And Ryan and Burns having a good debate. That's what I like to see. A good debate. A friendly, healthy debate, people. Yeah, and that's what we need. And let's look at this one. We've got Andrew again. If I can. I'll be back. There you go. I'm back again. Back again, people. Just having a little break. Well, 200k is a huge step. Where we're at, I think 150 per week is next run, unless it's just a world-class player and you kind of pass it up. Yeah, I tell you what, I mean, if they're a world-class player and you pay top whack and they're worth it, cool, take it all day long. But you've got to be careful when you're paying these big wages because other players at the club are going to be absolutely peed off about it and say, how come he's getting more money? We don't. Listen, at the end of the day, you got a world-class player and just good players. That's the difference, yeah? There you go. I can remember Napoli, right? They had substandard, I would say substandard players. They had good players, but Diego Maradona came back in 1984 and made a huge difference. Yeah, he was a top earner. And did all those Napoli players back in 1984 come out and say, why is he on more money? Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, he improved those players, yeah? Tenfold, yeah? It is what it is. I mean, if he had a big name, came to our workplace, and she was on like 10 times more than we are, I said, wow, this person can make us better. Yeah, so just get along with it. Hi, John. Will the team win the Europa Champions League before an Italian team? That's a good question, Paul. Really, it depends who we buy and how far we go. I wouldn't put it past it. I definitely wouldn't past it, you know, because the Premier League are so strong. I can't lie. They got all the money, all the power. I'm going to have to say yes. In my opinion, I'm going to have to say yeah. Unless it's Juve here. But if you go to the bookie shop and say, put a tenner on that Newcastle's going to win the Champions League before the Italian clubs, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, man. But that's the one I leave well alone. But if we play in the Champions League on a regular basis, then why not? But at the minute, I just cannot see an Italian club winning the league, Champions League, for a long, long time yet. I just cannot see it happening. No way. I'm basically at the present John just doing other jobs. I said, Ryan, good man, good man. It's all about working hard and playing hard there, mate. Good on you, my guy. I wouldn't say no, but it has to be the right person, which I think we all agree on. We have an okay first 11. They can graph, but little technique after that. Fair enough. Amanda Stevens has revealed Newcastle made a big made a big for an incredible player in January, but pulled the plug on his proposed move after references on his character came back negative. I want to know who this player is, because they're not going to tell you, but I really want to know who this player is. We need to know now, not 6 or 8 months later, because at the end of the day, I can't lie, it needs to be said. It needs to be said, but whoever it is, then what if it's Neymar? What if it's Neymar? It could be him. Cheers, people. Cheers, people. That's a, I mean, listen, I reckon that could be Neymar. So, I believe so, but we'll find out who it is. So I got a feeling it's Neymar. Could be wrong. I hate national weekends for football, Ryan. We all do, mate. We all do. But we play 3 games in a week, and they need a bit of a break as well. So a break is just as good. And I hate the national breaks as well, especially when you get beat for the likes of Everton. Wow. I agree with you, Jules. That's why we need to upgrade our attack. The midfield is the best part of our team, and our defense is getting better each game. That's very, very true. As a player, you should know where you are as a player. As I understand that if someone tries better than you, you should accept it and get on with it. Yes, true. That is true. Yeah. I want to see a great player. I want to see great players come to Newcastle. Yeah. And put on a show. Yeah. If they want more money, cool. You know, we know that player. We know what he's all about. He's won things. What if he's won things at his previous club? What if he's won trophies? What if he won leagues? Does it really matter? Probably not. So we go on to Ryan again, and to score perspective. And Ben's 200 to 250k shouldn't be the max, although we have players on that wage when we play UEFA Champions League. And Kittler's comes flying in, please, people. Good play, John. Players that improves others around them, to me, are worth way more than individual stars. True. We got Sweeney, Ryan, and Ryan. So I saw Kraft and have Target, Lewis, Trippier, and Manquillo as our fullbacks. I think Lewis will be going as well, Ryan, mate. I think he'll be gone as well. If you're going to be a successful club, we need players that's going to be making it. We need a top-class left-back. That's what we need. Target, brilliant, yeah? Manquillo is not bad. I can't lie. Trippier, he's world-class. But for Lewis and Kraft, I think they should be on their way. And it's Botman still going to Milan. 2 sides of the story now, mate. He's agreed personal terms in Milan, but Leo accepted our offer from Newcastle as well. But his agent went there, and they said everything's been done. It's a done deal. But at the end of the day, now it's official client in Milan, and excuse me, Amanda desperately wants Sven Botman to come to the club. So that one there could go to the wire. And if he stay up, cool. And I don't want Neymar, but I'm not going to be angry or annoyed if he comes. Wow. If he does come, right, I'll be disappointed, to be fair. But on the other hand, I have to support this guy. I have to back him, you know, because he's our player. And if you play for Newcastle, we have to back the players, yeah? You know, because these players represent our club. I'm never going to play for Newcastle United. If I was young, I was never going to play for Newcastle United. Do you know what I mean? But they're representing our club, and we're going to have to back them 125%. Yeah? But Chris Wood, I think he needs to be gone. He needs to be gone. Some of our people, I can't lie. He is absolutely hopeless. I have to laugh. The club used to leak everything, then go silent on Ashworth. It does seem the leaks have stopped slightly, which needs to happen. Yeah. Me personally, I think he needs to be quiet and just go for it. Just keep quiet and then announce it when the deal gets done. Yeah? But we're just spelling names around. And on to Peter Man Stavely, there are times then I was screaming at agents. I think Eddie heard me using the word I would never normally use. Well, you got back Eddie. Neymar's no more than a rumor. If he turns up training drunk or has to be drove to training because he wouldn't turn up otherwise, Paul, I wouldn't have him, mate. But again, if he came, then I've got to back him. But for me, I can get some better than, I won't say better than Neymar, but excuse me, better attitude than Neymar. And Makia's idea, though, as he can play both left backs and right backs. That's a good shout, Ollie. If Lewis scores, then we have to buy a target and another name left back in the summer. That's very, very true. We can't afford to go short this summer. We've got to have 25 ready-made players. We need cover back. We need cover as well. Got a feeling that we'll get Botman, John. No way money. Way more money than him, than bigger projects. That's Ryan. It wasn't Neymar, I believe. It was Aaron Ramsey. Wow, if it's Aaron Ramsey, that could be him. Very interesting. Neymar shows more love and care when he plays for Brazil, and that's for me than watch concierge football. Yeah, he loves playing for Brazil, doesn't he? He really does. I mean, he can play for Brazil when he's 45, the way he's going on at the minute in time. Why wouldn't Botman go from the Farmers League to join Milan? Is another Farmers League. Paul, I'm not gonna call Serie A Farmers League at all whatsoever. Tell that to Tammy Abraham. Tell that to Victor Osimhen. Tell that to Lorenzo Insigne, Dries Mertens. Do you know what I mean? Victor mission's 23. Yeah. Lautaro Martinez is 23. Yeah. Are they farmers? No, they're not. And then go back to this one. Well, based on Wood's performance, score-wise, yeah, he'll be replaced 100%. That name shows up there. I don't believe half the things that come out about him. Would I want him personally? No. But he gets caught up in gossips that I believe is false. Well, I tell you what, though, if you could come to Newcastle, it'll be for one word: money. And I do not want that. I know Neymar isn't a striker, but Wood or Neymar will score more goals. Well, nah. I would believe that Ramsey shout, why go to Rangers, then gets injured? He played the other night. I think the marquee signers could be Jonathan David from Lille. Not for me, mate. Not for me. Forget about Neymar. He ain't coming here. He'll be heading back to Barca. They will find a way. Probably. They will do. Mbappe is some player. And you know what it is, Ryan? He'll definitely go to Real Madrid in the summer. And I'll back Jonathan David 1,000%. He's having a tough time a little at the minute. Not scoring goals. Not scoring goals at all. And the thing is, you can have a leading spell, 110%. However, if you come to the Premier League, you got to perform week in, week out, and start scoring the goals. I don't know what the little fans are thinking in a minute, but hey, is he playing with an injury? Is he losing confidence? Does he know he's going to get sold in the summer? Who knows? Or is he taking it easy because of the World Cup? Who knows? Then back onto Ryan. He's from Canada and he loves Jonathan David. Big summer for strikers all around Europe because it's World Cup. Yeah, come on, the Italian league is bad. Listen, Achievement and Nunes, I'll come to you in a minute, Paul. Don't players go to places for money? I don't think it's that bad. Don't think it's that bad as long as they do their best and perform week in, week out. Listen, at the end of the day, there's definitely a crisis in Italy because Italy got knocked out of the World Cup. And there's a lot of problems there in a minute. I mean, the youth system's not right. Max Allegri called it right. They said that you had to learn your trade. You had to start from Serie A C, which is the third division, then go on to Serie A B. And then you come on to play the lower half of Serie A. And that's how you make your grade. And that's the way Italy does it, But if you look at the teenagers as well, the most player under 20s that's played most games in Serie A is Aaron Hickey. He used to play for Hearts, now plays for Bologna. He's the only one that plays for young players that plays for in Serie A games. Yeah, and there's a guy called Ugogi, whatever his name is, plays for Udinese. He's Italian. He's the only one under 20 that plays most games. Sad, man. It needs rooting out, Paul. It needs rooting out. I'm sorry, it does. And Osimhen, Nunes, I'll take one of those, by the way. And not seen much of them. Fair enough. And Nunes go to Wolves? I don't think he'll go to Wolves, mate. I do not think he'll go to Wolves. And look, at the end of the day, I can't lie. I just think anything can happen in summer. I don't think the Wolves need a striker. I don't think they need him. I really, really don't. And talking about Bruno Guimarães, right? I mean, he came from Lyon for 40 million quid. How good can this guy be? Will he be an all-time Newcastle great? Is he world class? And also, do you think that he could be the player of the tournament? Will he be a World Cup winner with Brazil in Qatar? Those three answers, absolutely yes, because since he's come to Newcastle, since he started playing, this guy's been absolutely fantastic. And you can understand why Arsenal wanted that badly. He has been absolutely awesome. You know, his passing ability, his skill ability, you know, his blocks as well. Fantastic, man. Absolutely brilliant. And hypothetically, down to Jules, two strikers, you can only pick one. Which one and why? And I'm going to go with Ryan. Not just Arsenal, two strikers out of contract. Man City United need a striker. Spurs can sell Keane depending on Conte, and Chelsea looking to replace Lukaku so we could have competition. This is it. I think Lukaku go back to Inter Milan. And I would like to see Nunes, David, Rafinha, Neres, Botman, and Storms. Did Nunes move to Shakhtar Donetsk? I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong. Big up to Gary, by the way. Hope you're okay, mate. Nunes 22. I think he's a very good striker, goal scorer. Flamboyant comments, by the way. Gets Zapata, Botman, Vlad, Blas. I'd like to see that Blas come. He's from Nantes as well. Another goal scorer. Gale will be gone. Wilson can replace him on the bench. He'd probably be a bench warmer, Callum Wilson, which is sad for him because I do love him. Go for it as well. Also, honestly, go and try to get the belly from Barca. He not leave Barca now. I mean, I think he'll stay. He would definitely stay. John, do you think we go for Lucas Paqueta for Leon? He's Bruno's friend. I will not be surprised, Tom. I will not pass on at all, mate. I think that could happen. I really do, because Leon needs the money. All the players are on the transfer list, every one of them. They're in full of debt. And if the right amount comes in for these players, then I'm sure they will sell 100%. But if he comes to Newcastle, I think he's playing a lot better. I really do. And like I said, all I can say is people, right? I mean, that's a good question there. I mean, everyone said about Paqueta. He's been playing well for Leon. He's one of the better players. But I think he'd be going at the end of the season. But they'd be talking about 40 million quid. And I think we'll pay for that money if we do get him. Like, do you know what I mean? And it is what it is. But it's a tough one because at the end of the day, one thing I'm going to say, people, that let's have a look at this one. Paqueta would definitely be up for be available anyway, because I do think he's got his career back on track at Milan after he had a bit of a tough time. But we should see about that one. It's got one from Paul. Who's the last Italian to win Ballon d'Or? It was, in fact, Fabio Cannavaro back in 2006. Yeah, 2006, mate. Yeah, and you know what? I didn't think that as well, but he definitely won it. I couldn't remember the year it was, but yeah, it was Cannavaro back in 2006, mate. You're absolutely right. I only watched Newcastle. Don't have a good information the whole game. You do, mate. You do. You know your stuff in Newcastle. Can't lie. Anyway, Bruno leaves us with a project stores, and we're looking at Lucky Linen trophies, and he moves to Madrid or Barca sample. I tell you what, if those two came in for him, right? If he gets us to win a trophy and those two came in for him and he wants to go there, I'd work him over at arms. It's sad, but at the end of the day, he's got to do what's best for Bruno Guimarães. Yeah, but we want to hang on to this guy for 5 years. I mean, I don't know how much wages on a week, but I'll whip up that contract and give him a new wage. Do you know what I mean? Making the highest paid earner, because I think he's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Just the midfield we need. Nunes is in Benfica, unless you're talking before that. He used to play for Almeria, the Spanish second division club as well. And he joined Benfica for a Portuguese record. On holiday, John, but I had to tune in for a minute. You do that, guy. Where are you on to? Where's your holiday to, mate? Hope you're having a fantastic time. And look at this one as well. How can they afford to pay his wages? Hi to Ryan. Also, I meant Nunes from Benfica. Kelly wouldn't be the worst centre back in the world, assuming the cost is low. I just think being English drives up the price and can do better in Europe. If Lloyd Kent's going to come to Newcastle, I think he'll probably be a backup. It's going to be a backup, people, do you know what I mean? But he's a captain in Bournemouth and he's having a good season. Yeah, I don't watch him too much of this guy, but he's quick. Yeah, I don't think he's even 6 foot. I could be wrong there. And yeah, so if it's going to be him, it could be one for the future or it could be one that's backup. But it has to be brilliant backup. Target needs signing and the Argentine fullback from Ajax, Tavalico, that's his name. Big up to, thanks for that, Paul. I appreciate that. Paqueta's worth 40 million on today's market. I want us to sign him. He's played for AC Milan. He went there too early. Potential was there, but he went there too early. But hey ho, I hate the national break. What's the point of playing friendlies? And a bigger Ancanola. My accent's really nasty. Oh, do subscribe, mate. Do subscribe. And Dolan Nunes. And thanks, John. Thought it was. And listen, any questions, ask us, Paul, and I'll do my best to try. Yeah, it was fantastic. And he is a brilliant defender. He's 5'10", 5'11". Not the biggest, but hey ho. Oh yeah, Kelly definitely wouldn't be in the starting 11 at the minute, but is an upgrade. I think he'd be fine. And is he ready for the Premier League? Time will tell. Oh yeah, Kelly definitely wouldn't be in the starting 11. I've seen that. I predict Nunes could get Arsenal, and then we could swoop in for JD. And big up to the Jibamiga. Listen, that's fantastic, man. Thank you so much for doing that, mate. Where are you from? Are you from South Africa, mate? I don't know. I could be wrong. But with a name like that, I think it'd probably be from Africa somewhere. But thank you very much indeed, mate. I appreciate that. Yeah, so we talked about Bruno. We talked about Sven Botman. We talked about as well Fabian Schär. I think, if you can get Fabian Schär to sign a new deal, that could be a positive. If you can get Sven Botman, that could also be a positive as well. I think it'd be decent for Newcastle, yeah, but could be on the fence on that one. And we're on someone that scores. I like David, despite his lack of form at the minute. It could surprise. He can come to the Premier League and rip it up. If he does that, then I'll be made up for him. And if Foxy's around, he'd probably say 1 goal in 16. He'd be worried as well. I have David, despite his lack of form in a minute. It's Watts there, and that's from Maggie. I think he'd probably have another loan move somewhere. But after that is this. Then you have to fight for his place in Newcastle. And have faith, my guy, is score against Jamaica tomorrow to send us in the Qatar. So if Canada wins, class. And will Koulibaly ever move clubs? I don't think he will, mate. He's the Napoli captain, mate. I think he'll probably sign a new deal again, and I think he'll end his career at Napoli. I really do. He's 31. And I tell you what, a couple of years ago, I would have done it. 110%, because he is absolutely brilliant, man. And got some any more latest news in Newcastle. I'm going to do another one of this tomorrow. Haven't decided what I'm going to do, but I'll be back tomorrow, 100%. And then on Monday, I'm not sure I'm going to do yet. There's no Horseman show on Monday. But Tuesday, it's the John and Macy show. And then on Wednesday, Big Toon debate. Thursday is the match preview. I'm going to try and get Flicks on as well. He's a big Spurs fan. Try and get him on as well. And press conference on Friday night. I got a day off as well, so I could do it in the afternoon. I saw some stats where Ligue 1 players tend to increase the most in value when coming to the Premier League. That's the thing, because they know we're a rich club, we're a rich league, and they know they got money as well. And I think Zapata's done. Is that a done deal? Is that a done say? Can you put that again, please, Mac? A done deal. Yeah, he's out for a couple of months, but he's out for the season because he's done his ligaments in again. Came on after 5 minutes on the sub for Atalanta. He had to go off again. Now he's in Finland getting treatment. Now he's back in Italy. Big up, Tom. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate that. And I wish I remember when I remember Bundesliga was lowest cut on investment. I tell you what, the Bundesliga, they got it absolutely right. They got like fans owning the clubs as well, haven't they? Some fans owning the club. And they don't spend beyond their means. And none of these clubs are in debt. And that's how it should be done. Cheers, people. But hey ho. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the Bundesliga, I mean, look, like I said, I mean, the way they run the league, the clubs as well. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. And you get clubs like United's in debt. Arsenal's in debt. City's in debt. Wow. It is what it is, man. But which our Premier League clubs take notice of these Bundesliga as well, not to be in debt. Do want to be a 2-year striker? I tell you what, if it's Zapata, if he came to Newcastle, I think that'd be brilliant. I think it'd be a brilliant signing. And big up to Andrew going, thanks for another donation, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. 35 people in the chat today. Thanks again. And congratulations as well. But thanks again for Andrew for another donation. I appreciate that. I can't thank him more than enough, mate. I mean, he's becoming one of my favourite guys in the chat as well. And would you sign Harry Kane? He'd not come to Spurs, mate. Newcastle, mate. He's 29, but they probably want 120 million for this guy. Probably wouldn't now, but at the end of the day, I'll get players young as well. And Toon Army Forever. Are you watching England Switzerland? I am indeed. I don't know if I'm going to do a watch along. I may not. Excuse me. If I do, I'll let you know, people. I'll let you know. And isn't Duvan 31? Yes, he is. He's 31 years old. And I think he's damn. I think he's brilliant. Let's look at to Stapleton. Do subscribe to my channel, mate. Have you given up on Ekiteke? Look, we may try again, but I've got a funny feeling, and this is my view. I think he'll probably go to PSG to replace Mbappe. I think he'll replace Mbappe because he's going to go on a free to Real Madrid. I think this guy's going to end up going to PSG. I think he'll stay in France, but he'll end up going to PSG. So do not be surprised at that. I'll call in people as well. I'd send this to the people. Duvan, I wouldn't had it in the winter. In the summer, I think other options are better. That's from Andrew. And I think he'll go to Man City in the summer. Wouldn't pull it past this, Tom. I wouldn't pull it past it. Would not pull it past it at all whatsoever. But we should never know. Yeah, I mean, listen. I mean, just a bit of news on Johnny Barnes, right? He's come out. Just have a look at this one. He's come out and he's defended Eddie Howe on the Saudi Arabian questions as well. So he's basically saying that his questions is just football as well. And let's look at what Barnes has been saying. He didn't really say much. He didn't really say much, but he did say that we are governed by the highest authority of the land, which is the government. Where has Boris Johnson flown on the plane and gas some oil now that UK and Russia has happened? Yeah. He said any more than that. And he also said, how can we therefore say anything to Newcastle or Eddie Howe about Saudi Arabia from a moral point of view? It's double standards. And conspiracy. I'll say that way. If the government said that we can no longer do business with Saudi, then the question of whether Eddie Howe should speak up can be asked. And he also added, as long as the government and the people in business in the specific country doing business, then the other industries should be allowed to do the same. Football is not the moral guardian of a country. The government are. They dictate who we should and shouldn't do business with. Yeah, absolutely right, John Barnes. Totally agree. Not one of my favourite players at Newcastle. I can't lie, but it is what it is. And you, Ryan, thanks for coming on, mate. I appreciate that. And some tells me that a chance to replace Mbappe at PSG. That'd be interesting. Very interesting. If that is the case, then I think you end up going. And you too as well, choose. Already said for a while, John, don't come often. That's fine, mate. You know, if you can come on, cool. If you cannot, you cannot. But it's good to see you on my channel anyway. So Pato do for you easy, and we'll be on fire from the start. I think it'd be brilliant, Zapata. He is Premier League made. Premier League ready, by the way. I think with better players around him, I think it'd be fantastic. So, guys, I've got to wrap it up there, by the way, because I've done for an hour and 10 minutes. And look, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. It's a good turnout as well today. I didn't expect that many, but listen, I'm happy what I've got today. And if you do like the video, like you see, then please drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Also, hit the join button so if you'd like to become a member. And if you'd like to super chat like Andrew has done, and not only that, also Ryan has done, then just click on what you can. If you want to give, that's up to you, people. But again, people, it's been fantastic coming on. I'll be back tomorrow. Probably do about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, yeah? And definitely do that. As to the watch along, I'll let you know, but I don't think I'm going to do it because I don't think I have enough people coming on, and I left it a little bit too late. But listen, big up, people. Have a fantastic afternoon. Thanks to Tom and Brian, and thanks to that as well, mate. And Andrew D from America. I love the discussion in the chat as well. Andrew, you're a legend, mate. Absolute legend. Thank you. And take care, Jules, as well. And like I said, I'll be back tomorrow about 4 o'clock. Big up to you, Gary V. And also, if you'd like to donate as well, my partner in crime is Maisie, Devils United. Click on that. Follow her _Maze, and just follow on our Twitter account, Devils United as well. She's on the road to 600, and she is absolutely fantastic. Great chat as well. And guys, thanks for coming on. Watch what you're doing. Go on, England!